Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's me, Jacob, ready to listen to some more music. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing good. A lot of stuff has come out recently that I want to listen to. But right now, we are going to be listening to the new Ethel Cain. I want to say that I have never listened to a whole Ethel Cain album ever. I know, I know. I should have listened to what's it even called? Oh my god, the one with House in Nebraska and all that. Preacher's Daughter. Haven't listened to it. I also know there's like lore to the Ethel Cain character, and I know nothing about it really. I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure she's like full. She's cannibalized. At the end of it, it's like about some southern person growing up with like religious trauma and like going through a lot of terrible things, and then she eventually like dies and is eaten. Is that how that goes? I don't really know. Let me know. I love lore. I love a whole character built within something like that. I really like when an album has a story it's attached to, so I should probably listen to that. But anyway, today we are going to be listening to Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. I want to say this is part one. Listen, I'm too ADHD brained right now to sit through this hour and 15-minute album. I really want to listen to the whole thing, but I just don't have the time today to get through the whole thing. And I'm like, if you don't just sit down and listen to some of it, you're going to put it off because it feels like it's a big, long kind of album. So we're going to sit down and we're going to listen to it. I'm going to listen to probably tracks 1 through 5 today. We'll see. There's an interlude that I might save. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. Is Willoughby Tucker like a love interest to Ethel Cain? Well, I mean, I'll Always Love You, but is he... I don't know if he's mentioned in the lore already. Like, do we know anything about him? I don't really know. I want to go into this blind, really, and just see what's going on. I know the song Nettles. I listened to it when it came out, and it was beautiful. I loved that song. I haven't listened to it a lot, actually. It's a big track. It's like 8 minutes long, isn't it? But, like, it was beautiful and still catchy and emotional feeling and just really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And if this whole album is anything like that, I think I'm going to enjoy it. I have also heard snippets of Fuck Me Eyes. I've heard parts of it. I saw an edit of Roger from American Dad to it, which was iconic, honestly. It was really funny. But I have not listened to the whole song. I've just heard parts of it. 10 tracks, an hour and 14 minutes long. So, these are probably longer tracks. Let's go. It starts with a song called Janie. I do have the lyrics up. I do love the dreamy tone of the guitars used, the reverb. It's so pretty. It immediately makes me feel emotional. Just by nature, easy to hate and hurt me. Hurt me. Please don't leave me. I'll always need more. Please leave open. I can see the end and the beginning of everything. I don't know what I Know She's Your Girl Now, but she was my girl first means, but This song is really giving like everything feels good between us and like passionate and loving, but we cannot stay together. It says, I see the end and the beginning of everything. And in it, you don't want me. Like, she knows this relationship will end. She knows, even though everything is so good for her feeling now, it's wrought with troubles, with like bad things. Like, it will end badly, or that she won't be wanted the whole time. Beautiful, by the way, very pretty. Always love you. Well, now this part feels like things weren't very good. So it's not looking good, but did it ever? Low stakes and low faith. So, like, something she threw herself into because she felt like she wouldn't be losing that much when it was over because she didn't have any faith in it. Okay, what an opening. Also, that did not feel like it was 4 minutes long. Wow, that went flying by. I feel like I should know more of the lore because, like, does she mean her actual sister, like, that this fictional character, like, left her for? Or, like, what is going on? I knew this would be, like, a kind of forlorn, loving, but, like, sad kind of affair, you know? That was very pretty. What a somber opening to an album. Did not feel 5 minutes long, that song is. It did not feel like it at all. Wow. I think I'm in for something really good. Like, amazing. I really enjoyed that song. Willoughby's theme is next. So let's go. For some reason, this reminds me when I used to listen to an artist called Grouper. I don't know if you ever listened to Grouper. She had an album. Oh my god, what was it called? I want to tell you. I really liked it. When I was in high school, I used to go to this website to just download albums illegally, pirate them. I was sailing the seas, but they would just like have everything and like show new releases, and like it'd be things I'd never heard before or knew. And I found this album on there and liked the way it looked, so I just grabbed it. And what is it called? It's just called Ruins by Grouper. There's a song called Call Across Rooms I really liked in it. Just very minimal piano and what is atmospherics. Very soft, mumbling almost. Lyrics and vocals. And this kind of reminds me of that. This is very pretty, very breezy, open almost, but also sad, slightly weighted. I also think this track is just an instrumental. I don't know for sure. Let's go. I love a sustain pedal on a piano. I love like feeling the notes breathe and linger and melt into each other. Like you can feel them all like hold in the chord in the note, and you like sit in it for a moment, and it's so beautiful. makes me miss having a piano. Ooh. You know, I hate to cut it off right in the middle of this, but Ethel Cain made that, like, very drone-centric album. Is it Punisher? Is that what it's called? It was very, very drone-heavy. I only heard a couple tracks off of it, because I haven't really listened to an Ethel Cain album, as I say, and I did hear a couple of the... I think I heard the first song, for sure. And maybe Pole Drone? Is that what it's called? I know I heard the first song because it has, like, these like, religious references to, like, masturbation and sin and stuff, pretty sure. But you can hear how in tune Hayden, the artist, or Ethel, the character, whatever, the musician, how in tune she is with the atmospherics, with the drones, and with the sound of that. She knows what she's doing, you know? The dynamics and the sound. She knows how to craft it. To be honest, I didn't love that there was a fade out. I would have liked it to, like, resolve somehow. But these songs are going by so fast. Wow. Like, they are crafted very well. And they go by very quickly for being longer songs like that. A instrumental like that holding my attention? Crazy, actually. The way it built and turned into that wall of sound behind the piano with those reverby electric guitar kind of things happening. Oh. And I can... In my mind, I was seeing, like, close-ups of faces of a smile, or, like you see, like, this part of someone's face and their eye looking at something. Or the front of the album where it's, I'm assuming, Willoughby Tucker facing away from the camera. I can see, like, shots like that where you're not getting full face pics, or, like, the sun is behind it, so, like, there's a big glare, but, like, very pretty slow shots of snippets of a life. In the countryside, usually. It's very rural in my mind. Just, like, snippets of a relationship with this person, almost. I could see in my head. I mean, I don't know if that's what was conveyed. That's what I saw. That's what I was imagining. Close-up of, like, hands touching each other, a hand on someone's face, or grabbing them. Just, like, little things. The next song is... It's Fuck Me Eyes. Okay, let's go. And see, we still have that reverby, that space, that very, I mean, Ethel Cain sound. But now we have the synths in here. But they still produce that feeling. Like longing and nostalgic and... I've heard this part. okay, she's an all-American, like, southern girl archetype, you know? She's got the cut-off jeans, the blonde hair up to God, the red nails. She's so pretty, you know? She's got the drugged out mother who had a bad life, and she's got the overprotective father that wants to keep her caged in. All of that within the first minute of the song established so well, by the way. She really gets around town. Whew. Wow. So I guess Ethel Cain, the character, is jealous of this girl, kind of. She basically said, I'll never be like her. I kind of hate her. I'll never be that kind of angel. I'll never be kind enough to me. Interesting. Is this the aforementioned Janie, by the way? I don't really know. Is it? Like, what's going on there? She's a bad motherfucker. I want to know. Both the song's subject matter and its use of synth seem to be intentionally reminiscent of Kim Carnes' 1981 single Betty Davis Eyes. I 100% see that. That makes sense. And this song is about someone named Holly Reddick, a fellow classmate constantly hanging around Willoughby Tucker, who Ethel assumes must be in love with the girl. Where are we getting all this lore? Does Hayden post about it? Like, where can I know these things? Like, I'm just wondering. Like, where does it come from? I really feel like I have to get into the lore of these things. I might make, like, a separate video learning about Ethel Cain and what the hell is going on there, because I want to know really bad. And I feel like it'll bring even more understanding to these songs that seem very, very heavily referenced, not reliant, because I like them separate from the story. They are good songs. But, like, they seem steeped in story that in a narrative I don't know about, you know? Fuck me eyes. I wrote a while ago, back before I ever left Florida for the first time. I wrote it on an acoustic guitar, and it was just this little plucky thing, and I just kind of like writing a song about a girl or something. You know, my favorite 80s pop song of all time is Betty Davis Eyes, and I always thought that was the most beautiful song ever growing up. And we covered it last year on tour, kind of as like a teaser almost for this song. But I revisited it, and I didn't actually write this with the intention of going on with it. I was going to put it on my EP Inbred a while back and then scrapped it. And then one day I was out driving on like the most beautiful day, and I just put it on randomly thinking about it, and I was like, wait, I like this. And so I kind of spruced it up. Gave it some bigger drums and some guitar, and so I was like, this song can go even bigger. Like, this song needs to sound like it's busting your eardrums. And I texted my good friend Matthias, and I said, you do the craziest, most beautiful synth pop, or like synthwave, kind of that like 80s nostalgia, like kind of retro, but like futuristic. And I said, I need you to do the craziest synths on this. And so he recorded all these crazy synths for it and sent it back, and I said, oh Jesus, this is it. And I feel like every record needs one good big pop song just for fun. I feel that. You know, one of the core emotions that drove this song was a mix of awe and fascination and jealousy and whatnot, and those are huge emotions. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this is what it needs to sound like. It needs to just get bigger and bigger until you're kind of lost. And trying to mix this thing was an absolute nightmare. I get that. I gotcha. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, there's so much going on, and I felt like, do I want the synths to be the forefront or the vocals? It was kind of scary working on it because writing the song on the acoustic guitar, the vocals are actually so low and not really powerful for the first half of the song. And so mixing that with this huge instrumental was a challenge. I wrote that part of the song 5 years ago, and then I tacked on the second half of the crazy belting and the higher vocals, and I added that, so it's just this amalgamation of stuff from forever ago and then now. And it's just really become this nebulous track that almost made it, and then didn't make it so many times on so many projects. And then it finally landed here, and I thought to myself, oh, even though I wrote this before the project it wound it up on. It said, this is where it was meant to be. This is a really long thing, she said. Continue. I love the demo so much, but when I went up to Toronto to work with my friend Matt Tomasi, who I did Preacher's Daughter with, and he put these huge guitars and drums on it, I said, oh good lord, the song is taking off and I don't know what's going to happen. And then the night I asked Matthias to put the synths on it, I just said, Jesus, this song just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I don't really do songs like this too often, but it just feels amazing and right. It just gave me this euphoria that said, I don't even care if it's completely different from every song on this record. It's a moment in time. She said that on the Zane Lowe show. That was really long, but wow. There you go. Now we know how it was put together. And it was very big. Very, very big and heavy and like epic synths. I'm terrible at mixing music. I always have grand ideas and I do not know how to execute them at all. I feel like I could be an amazing songwriter if I knew how to do the things. I want my guitar back so bad. I miss having a guitar. Let's move on, because I stayed on that track for a minute. The next track is Nettles, a song I've heard, like one time though. I haven't heard it in a while. And it was beautiful, so I'm excited to hear it again. Slide guitar. What is it called? A lap pedal? A steel? What is that thing called? Oh. A piece of shrapnel flew and slowed that part of you. So did Willoughby Tucker die in a tragic accident? At a plant? At like whatever plant had to blow up a piece of shrapnel, hit him in the head? And even if it didn't kill him, it sounds like it permanently altered him. So it gave him some kind of brain damage. Anyway, that's sad. It was ugly like what they all did to me. And they did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone. They did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone. It was ugly like what they all did to me, and they did to me what I wouldn't do to anyone, you know, that's for sure. Ugh, made me really sad. Like, was really sad. And just feels like people can be really cruel in ways you don't believe they could be cruel. In ways you feel like you could never hurt someone and you watch it happen to you. And it's sad and just... I love the banjo. Those lyrics aren't the same, but they make me think of a band called Daughter. She says, lay me down where the trees bend low, put me down where the greenery stings. I can hear them singing. Sorry, I'm crying a little bit. That part was really sad. It reminds me of a song called Smother by a band called Daughter. The lyrics are, I shall go now quietly, for my bones have found a place to lie down and sleep, where all my layers can become reeds, all my limbs they become trees, all my children become me. What a mess I leave to follow, to follow, to follow. Sorry, I love that song. That used to be like when I was like a depressed teenager. That was like the song I listened to. And that part just made me think of it. My own. It's beautiful. The fiddle playing. You know, the thing is, I really read some other things about her talking about how Fuck Me Eyes was so much different from Nettles, or like felt so different from the rest of the record, but like it still holds the same feeling to me, even though this is very Americana themed. Like the music pulls from Americana and some bluegrass feelings and stuff like that, and very like, think of like the band Perry, kind of, you know what I mean? Like country, Americana, Southern roots kind of instruments and aesthetics. But I think the other ones still feel like they still have a thread that runs through them. I guess that thread is Hayden, you know, and how she writes. But oh, this is good. Sorry, I just read the instrumental intro. According to Ethel via one of her alternative accounts, this intro utilizes the same synths used in Angelo Badalamenti's Twin Peaks soundtrack as an homage to Laura Palmer's theme. That's amazing. To everyone saying the intro reminds him of Twin Peaks, late last year I watched that video of Angelo Badalamenti explaining how he wrote Laura Palmer's theme and loved it so much that I hunted down the synths he used and bought them. And those are the ones I used in Willoughby. Wow. That is really cool. I love Twin Peaks. Actually, I haven't seen the whole thing, ever. But, like, I love the music. I love, if you ever want to hear really interesting interpretations of the soundtrack of Twin Peaks, listen to Shoo Shoo. Xiu is how you spell it. Shoo Shoo does the music of Twin Peaks is a phenomenal record. It's amazing. I need to know the lore, apparently. I really need to get into the lore. That is 4 songs. We are almost done with our first half, which is crazy because, wow, it feels like it flew by, honestly. Willoughby's interlude is next. We have heard Willoughby's theme 2 songs ago, so let's go. to say about that one, you know? Wow. The change towards the end, the last minute, after that long, droney, beautiful part that you just kind of settle into, and it grows and grows around you, and like until you're in the thick of all of it. And that change at the end was really interesting. I think I'm gonna listen to another song. I said it'd be two parts. We're going to listen to another song. I'm gonna let Dust Bowl play. You know, oh, this song, the beginning especially, this song feels like it really pulls from slowcore. I don't know if you've ever listened to slowcore from the 2000s or 90s. There's a band called Duster. I think it's Duster. That this immediately makes me think of Duster. Which is funny because this is literally called Dust Bowl. It is Duster, is who I'm thinking of. You know, it's really funny. The last thing I see by Duster on here, like the last single they had, is called Anhedonia 2. And Anhedonia is Hayden's middle last name. Can't remember. But that's like, wow. Interesting. This and Stars of the Lid, kind of. There's a band called Low, whose older stuff is very slowcore. It just reminds me of that genre, and those bands feel kind of influential to this sound. They probably aren't, but like that's just what it makes me think of. Natural blood, stained blind. The bells or the xylophones are very pretty. It's funny that she says the wind blows slowly, and she like said scared of the rain, because right before that, when the little xylophone-y chimey sounds are happening, it made me think of standing on an old country person's porch or something, and they always have some wind chimes out. Some old wind chimes just hanging from the roof or hanging from some of the wrought iron around the porch, and that's what it made me think of. And so that's interesting. Jesus. Yeah, we're cutting it now because I just saw the last two songs are 10 minutes and 15 minutes long. Oh my god. That's gonna be crazy. Okay. Wow. I knew the aesthetic of Ethel, Cain and everything, but wow, this is so pretty. So heartbreaking too. Oh, I can't wait to listen to the rest of it. But for now, I got things to do. I mean, what else can I say about it all? It was really amazing to hear how she does things and read about her process too on some of the songs. I feel like I just need to sit in it, you know? Well, okay. Anyway, let me wake up here. Like, out of the trance that she's put me in. Because, wow. Whew. That was so pretty. Like, subscribe, guys. Turn on your notifications so you can see when I come out with the next part, because it's going to be soon. Thank you, everyone, for watching, for joining me for things like this, and to see how I feel about music. It's something I'm really passionate about, and I love music, and I want to share that love with everyone else. And that was really good. And I'm going to go now. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye.